I'm from the river in Japan, so I'm calling you from Tokyo today.
Amazing. I love Tokyo. Tokyo is one of my favorite cities I've ever visited.
Lovely, thank you. I've heard that you worked shift as a bartender in a hotel to prepare for this role. Is that true?
I was never officially employed, but I did sort of go under the radar and sneak behind the bar and put one of their sort of white tuxedo jackets on. And basically I served drinks until I was kicked out. The management staff weren't particularly happy with my employment, so I'm sure they gave a bit of a stern talking to the bar staff, but it was a lot of fun. And, it was really helpful for me. Wherever you can immerse yourself in an environment that your character is going to have to eventually end up in is really helpful as an actor. So it was a good time.
Great, thank you. Mark Wahlberg plays Sully, who is your kind of mentor. It's really interesting to see the differences of, like, Peter Parker had Tony Stark as a mentor, and this time Nathan Drake had Sully. So what do you think about the differences and similarities between Peter Parker, Tony, and Nathan Drake Sully?
That's an interesting question. I think it's more so a mentorship with Peter Parker and Tony Stark. Peter Parker is relying on Tony Stark to help him. He builds him the suit. He's trying to impress him. He wants to be an Avenger. And obviously we all know how that story ends. But with Nate and Sully, it's slightly different. I'd say they're more adversaries and they're partners. They're going toe-to-toe. I think Nate fancies himself against Sully in certain scenarios. But, a wonderful friendship kind of blossoms out of this kind of tension between the two of them. And I really enjoyed the kind of back and forth banter between the two of us, which I think is a really great aspect of the film.
Yeah, it was really fun to see them in the film. Thank you. I think you really did pump up your muscle to play this role. It was really surprising to see the training scene in the film. That was stunning. What was your best way, the best thing to do, or best day routine of Nathan Drake training?
For me, I just, put my head down and went to the gym every day and tried my best. I had a wonderful trainer. Nick was fantastic, and we basically tried to keep my heart rate as low as possible while training, as to not burn any unnecessary calories. I wanted to put on as much weight as possible. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of heavy weights, a lot of lifting, which is not something I typically do. So I really, really enjoyed it, and I'm delighted and proud of myself for what we achieved in the film.
I think you did great.
Thank you.
You already have had the craziest stunt in a career like Spider-Man, but why is this stunt is the craziest and the hardest of your career?
I think playing Nathan Drake, he is a character that is very much grounded in reality. So, whereas Spider-Man, we're talking about a fantastical character, sometimes with the stunts you have to think about the sort of digital takeover where Spider-Man will be doing things that we just can't recreate in real life. Whereas with Nathan Drake, there are less of these digital takeovers. So rather than just thinking about the top of the stunt, you're having to think about the beginning, the middle, and then the end. And unfortunately for me and for Greg and Luke, the end was very frequently us falling out of an aeroplane and us being hit by a car and us falling through a boat and smashing into barrels and going through walls. So there was a lot of falling over and banging our heads in this movie. But it looks great on screen, so I'm very proud of what we did.
Thank you very much. I guess it's time already.
I appreciate it. Thanks very much.